Bone Lake doesn't ease you in, it smacks you in the face from the jump. The movie opens wild, shocking, and more than a little unhinged, and from there it plays like a couple's retreat run through a blender. The setup feels sharp and stylish, but the payoff? That's another story. Stick with me, because the real game here isn't the blood, it's the mind games. So here's the setup. Diego, played by Nathaniel Curtis, and Sage, played by Zita de Hauteville, rent a luxury lake house to patch up their relationship. Things are already strained. Diego quit his teaching job to chase writing, and Sage is footing the bills. What's supposed to be a quiet getaway turns sideways fast when another couple shows up. Will, played by Alex Rowe, and Sin, played by Andra Nechita, claiming they booked the same place. Awkward doesn't even begin to cover it. What starts as a polite compromise turns into a psychological standoff where every word feels loaded, and every look feels like a setup. And once locked doors and strange secrets pop up, you know this weekend is headed straight into nightmare territory. I'll give it credit, the setup works. Director Mercedes Bryce Morgan keeps the tension tight with loaded silences, uncomfortable pauses, and flirty moments that feel more like dares than romance. Cinematographer Nick Matthews shoots it with edge, pulling inspiration from A Clockwork Orange and Evil Dead. For a film shot in just 18 days, it looks way better than you'd expect. If you've ever walked into a house and immediately thought, nope, this place has bad energy, this movie nails that vibe. And I gotta ask, would you stick around and share a lake house with total strangers, or bounce right away? Drop it in the comments. Then there's the cast chemistry. Rowe and Nechita as Will and Sin are unsettling right from the start. Sometimes it's subtle, sometimes it's full-on creepy, but they never let Diego and Sage feel steady. They're the kind of people you know are dangerous, even when they're smiling. And in the middle of all this tension, a Dave Ramsey book shows up like a jump scare. Dead advice in the middle of a sex and blood thriller. It's random, it's funny, and it actually pulled me out for a second. Free promo for financial peace, right before the knives come out. Back in my day, product placement meant E.T. eating Reese's Pieces, not your financial advisor showing up mid-stabbing. But here's where things stumble. As the manipulations build, the direction gets obvious. The twists that should shock you, you see them a mile away. The movie stops playing chess and just flips the board. When the violence finally hits, it's messy, bloody, and nowhere near as clever as the setup promised. That predictability drags the energy down, and by the third act, I was way ahead of the script. Back in the day, a thriller knew how to blindside you. Think Fatal Attraction or Basic Instinct. This one, you'll see it coming like a bad sequel. Underneath all the blood and mind games, though, the heart of the story is about trust, about whether a relationship can survive once ugly truths hit the surface. Diego comes off as steady, flawed, but willing to forgive. Sage has heavier baggage, but the film makes it clear that forgiveness is stronger than scorekeeping. And that choice, the decision to forgive, even when you've been burned, that's what lingers. Love isn't about keeping receipts. It's about whether you decide to hold on. And if you've ever been in a fight that tested you, you'll feel that part hit. So what's the verdict? Bone Lake is stylish, well-acted, and creepy enough to hold your attention, but the payoff doesn't match the promise. If you're into erotic thrillers with a horror edge, this will scratch the itch. If you're looking for something that actually keeps you guessing, this one runs out of surprises fast. At the end of the day, Bone Lake dresses itself up in blood and betrayal, but underneath all the chaos, it's about one thing. Whether you hold grudges, or whether you forgive. Because love that keeps score isn't love at all. Love keeps no record of wrongs. And that's the only reason Diego and Sage walk out still standing. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more reviews. Until next time, stay forgiving, stay honest, and always stay rated.